F250, 250th birthday of the U.S. Needs an American flag on it. America.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here on the channel. My dad has bought yet another project.
Well, Sally bought it.
Oh yeah, he actually registered in Miss Sally. It's her truck.
I'm gonna get you.
You know you own this truck? 92 years old, you own a Ford F250.
And it's got a granny gear, so that makes sense.
So you said your justification is that America turns 250 years old this year, actually tomorrow. So you needed an F250. So tell us about your truck.
Well, so as mentioned, F250, 3/4 ton. It's got a straight six.
Yeah, Ford 300 cubic inch inline six. So that'll run forever. And it's got a 4-speed?
4-speed, manual, granny.
And air conditioning.
Air conditioning, power steering, power brakes. It's a little rough.
This side of the truck actually is pretty nice. Yeah. So this side's pretty straight. There's not really rust. It came out of Arkansas.
Right.
And, you know, for an Arkansas truck, pretty nice. It does have rust in the bed.
They make panels that you can put in there.
It needs a whole bed floor though, really.
Yeah.
Because it's got rust up there. My dad probably won't do that the right way. He'll just make it work. Pretty decent tailgate. Got a really interesting hitch, just an extra plate welded to the bumper, but you can see that Arkansas tag. So 2014 is the last time it was registered, but I think it was used on a farm.
Yeah, the title is a 2021. The owner passed away and his daughter sold it.
Yeah, but he used it on the farm, so he didn't register it. He just drove it around the farm. So it's probably hasn't been sitting even that long. It does have a little dent on this side, as well as a pretty big dent in the door. But otherwise, it's pretty nice. Being a super cab, you don't see a lot of those. So
sounds like an Alan Jackson song.
Yeah, maybe.
Just an old hand-me-down Ford, 3-speed on the column, dent in the door.
It was just an old hand-me-down Ford with 3-speed on the column and a dent in the door.
Is it on the column?
No.
Oh man, this thing is crusty inside. Clearly rodents have been living in the seat. It has house carpet in it, almost shag carpet. 39,244 miles, so probably 139,000 miles.
I would
Look
guess.
at the carpet door panels and the wood armrest. Wow, that is... Yep. Window doesn't work. Perfect. Headliner is still kind of there. It does have the back seat. You don't see a lot of the super cab, so it is pretty cool. What does it have down there?
What kind of business radio?
Yeah, some kind of radio. But I don't see, oh, there would have been a mic. So there would have been a mic here. And then obviously there's the General Electric, the Massier Execulus. They named things better back then. But I was wondering about the big giant antenna sticking up off the thing. And as you can see, that antenna's clear up there, like 10 feet in the air for some reason. So maybe for that.
Good reception.
But yeah, we're gonna work on trying to get this thing running, see if it'll run and drive. We've been adding coolant to it because
it did not have a radiator cap.
So all of that's evaporated.
I've put in 3 gallons already. This is about full. But it doesn't appear to be leaking anywhere, so that's a good sign that the block didn't crack.
Being out in Arkansas could get pretty cold. There are a lot of dirt dauber nests in every like spark plug hole. There was some in each pulley. I've already broken those off. There was some on the brake lines over here, but pretty nicely optioned truck. It's got its issues, but not too bad.
It's got dual piston calipers on the front.
Yeah, disc on the front.
We're about 70 miles from the shop, so getting it home might be an issue. We're gonna see if we can get it running. It's here at this storage parking lot where I bought it from the owner, and we're gonna try to drive it around the parking lot. Probably need to change the oil first.
If it's got oil as an inline 6, it won't care. And it does have some oil on the stick.
Looks kind of old though. Smell good?
I don't know, smells like old oil, a little bit of gas.
I did get it running when I bought it, just using a jumper wire and jumping the starter. It did run, just pouring gas in. We're gonna try to get it running off this fuel jug and see if we can drive it around.
We'll see what could go wrong. Very roadkill style.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of cool. I don't know why my dad decided he needed it, but he can't help himself.
Well,
so here's another project.
I just went on the power tour with Jerry Parker of Faith Family Cars. We drove a Ford F100 the whole way. So I got the Ford bug.
Fair enough.
Doesn't make any sense.
Makes sense if you don't think about it, as I always say. Oh, this door doesn't work.
Window doesn't work on that side. Door doesn't work on this side.
Have no mirrors.
That dash is mint.
Yeah, it's seen better days. Quite a few cracks in it. Anyway, we're gonna get to work. We're gonna hook up a fuel system, start checking this thing over, and you have a key?
Throw a battery. We don't have a key.
So we're hot wiring it.
Throw a battery in it. Check the brake fluid. And
all those things.
Drive it 70 miles home.
I don't know if that's happening. Ridiculous. As it often is when my dad plans one of these adventures to revive a vehicle, we don't have what we need. We're not prepared. I think we have already found a showstopper. There is a brake line running into the cab, which is interesting. I'm assuming maybe an old school brake controller or something, but it is broken off of that fitting, and I don't know if that's a plug or if it's another fitting, but
I'm going with a plug.
Maybe, but this one's a fitting.
In the back reservoir, right?
So who knows? Maybe it'll work, but it looks like there's definitely some interesting stuff going on with the brakes with these tee-off fittings to run something in the cab off of the brake pressure.
So you're saying I should have brought the trailer?
That's what we agreed upon yesterday, and now here we are with no trailer. But Sally's here, so, you know, it's better than nothing. She could pull it home.
She can drive it home.
I don't know about that. There is an old school brake controller in here, and there is a brake line going to it. I have never worked on one like that. There is literally a hard line into the back of this Tecumseh brake controller, which is a brand that's still around, but I've never seen one with actual brake fluid going to it before. That is fascinating. Whew, it is hot out. I am going to open up the doors and let this thing air out because it is toasty. Yeah, it has brake pressure going to it.
Crawl across the seat and get the door handle?
No, I vote you do it. Get the HANA virus or something.
Pull it.
There we go. Whew. The wood door panels. Classic. Somebody was a carpenter. We've even got like owner's manuals and stuff and previous documentation.
It's official.
Yeah, look at even mileage 14,330 when some kind of tires were put on it. And they even have 1978 light truck colors. Man, dealership pamphlets and stuff. I thought you said 78. You don't even know what year it is.
I don't. 76. 0276.
Okay, well, different dealer material than it actually is, but pretty cool old truck, so. Not sure it's gonna have brakes though. So, my dad just added some brake fluid. I'm sure that'll fix the open brake lines. Yeah, that's how it works. And he brought a radiator cap because it was missing one.
I'm semi-prepared.
Yeah, prepared with things that don't matter when you don't have brakes.
Just brought the trailer.
Yep, absolutely. But he's an optimist. We'll at least get it running and yard drive it and see if it at least moves. We don't even know if the clutch works or the transmission works.
We don't know. And it's probably kind of risky to drive it on these tires.
This one looks kind of okay.
That back one, it's on the...
Oh, this was probably the spare.
Yeah.
And is now on the truck because it doesn't match. And yeah, that's like an old bias ply Firestone tube type. So it's got a tube in it. That's why it's still holding air, I would guess. Yeah, that's old school. So yeah, we'll at least drive it around the yard, make sure the transmission works and stuff.
It needs a windshield. There's a glass company that we use in Carrollton that's about 33 miles from here. So maybe we could drive it 33 miles today.
I'm skeptical.
And leave it there.
Very skeptical.
So we got this gas jug, and Jake is pulling the line from the fuel tank.
Attempting to.
We don't want to pull rust out of the tank.
It's on there.
I'm gonna have to cut it. Need some pliers? Here, you want them?
Jeez. Fuel line is disgusting.
We can always cut it. 30 minutes later.
Do you have something to cut it with? This is miserable. This is the worst day we could do this. It's 96 degrees outside.
We're in kind of a heat wave here. It's petrified, that's for sure. Nice. Somehow it always works out. I'll mute out those grunts and groans.
It's a requirement when you're working with old crusty junk.
Sound like an old man.
Here we go. We have a fuel system with no fuel in it.
Yeah.
Do you have a ratchet strap or a bungee cord? There's a bungee cord right here. What a beautiful bungee cord.
You know, God always provides.
Let's see.
Let me use this tank. That's easier than pouring it in. It's the same size tank. So I'll swap it out with it.
Do you need some gas in a bottle? Do you have some gas?
I got some gas in a bottle. I wish I had time in a bottle.
If I could save time in a bottle.
Riveting content.
You know, part of the process.
There.
I guess that'll stay.
We can go maybe, 15 miles, something like that.
Wonder if I could. Where's it venting out of? Oh, this isn't sealed up at all. I was hoping I could send it fuel, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh yeah. It's leaking out of that little see-through filter, but that's okay.
Is it leaking out of the actual filter?
It looked like it was. That's okay, we can handle a little loss there. That's maybe enough to prime it.
At least has fuel going to it now. Let's see if it's definitely leaking out of your filter. We could attempt to snug it if you had two wrenches.
Or remove it.
Yeah, these little glass fuel filters, they're nice to be able to see if you have fuel, but they will indeed at some point probably burn your car to the ground. So I prefer a nice solid metal filter that's just 3/8 little barb on both ends, and you never really have problems out of those. This is the feed side though, so luckily it's under vacuum, so it might pull a little air, but it's not gonna be under pressure. We'll try to snug it up real quick, but it at least has fuel to the fuel pump. So many dirt daubers nest everywhere on this truck. Just don't tighten too much and go.
I don't see it leaking anymore.
It moved.
Got a battery from 2021. That's when it was titled last, so that seems appropriate. It has an old oil bath air cleaner.
I wonder if that was like an option. I know in the 60s they still had oil baths, but I wonder if it was like a farm thing. If you're on a farm, you put an oil bath air cleaner on it.
Probably a good idea. I don't know if we can just take the top off.
And it's still got oil on it. And you're leaking oil everywhere.
So
Clean
that's
inside.
an oil bath. It actually brings the air through the oil. I don't know if it brings it through it or just across the top of it, and it picks up all the dirt.
Well, there's like a matting in there that soaks up the oil.
Yeah.
So it's got like this fiber stuff that sits down in the oil, so the whole like mass of fibers just stays damp to trap more dirt. I'm sweating so much.
Well, I'm glad we're I'm glad we're under the shade of the hood.
That is nice. So apparently dirt still gets through because this is pretty dirty. That's not terrible though.
No.
Better than having a mouse nest actually built inside of this thing like some cars we've worked on. Now that we have pulled the air cleaner lid off, we can put gas in it. Apparently out of a chocolate milk protein drink bottle.
That's what the motor needs, protein.
So this has gasoline in it, and my dad has a jumper wire, so he can put it on the ignition side, and now the coil has power. So you're learning how to hotwire an old car right now. You need a screwdriver and a power wire, especially on Fords, because the starter solenoid's up here.
And make sure it's in neutral, which we already did.
Yeah, and then you just jump it over just like that. Very simple. Super easy trucks to steal.
Yeah, I got this out of the trash at the gas station next door when I was here before.
Man of many resources. All right, you ready? Whew. Oh, it looks like the fuel pump might be doing something because they had bubbles in this line.
Let's try her again. It was a little slow to start last time.
Where is the actual throttle linkage? I can get to it from here.
All right, you ready? You ready?
I think so.
It's not choked. Should it be?
Did it pull any gas?
I was not watching.
Now we're leaking from the actual fuel pump.
So it's just leaking everywhere. Tighten up this crusty old hose.
So at least got fuel, but it did not pull fuel. So the fuel pump might not be working.
We got Peanut down here wearing the red, white, and blue for the 4th of July. Looking all patriotic. All right, so maybe the fuel leak is fixed.
I don't think so.
We're gonna pour a little more gas in the carb. Hook the power back up. And see what she'll do. All right, here we go. Maybe it's taking it. It's just not sucking it out of the can. I'm gonna try something. I got a compressor.
I'm gonna try something else first. I have no way to like, actually, yeah, maybe I can do this. There we go. Yeah, that'll work.
All right, here we go. Pour a little more in there. It's thirsty.
This is not really...
Looks like something's going on with the gas line over there.
Why is this not continuing to push fuel out of it?
Because chocolate milk.
Yeah, you have chocolate milk in here.
Yeah, that's good for the rings. Ready?
Good.
I think it needs more. 300s are not known for their fuel economy. Here we go.
Doesn't want to idle.
But it was running on its own carb.
Yeah.
Needs some new oil
We get this out.
and a little bit of run time.
Could have gotten this out of the way already.
Dirt daubers. So, what would you pay for a truck like this? SuperCab, Power steering, power brakes, AC, straight 6, 4-speed with the granny. Little rough. I paid $3,500 for it. I don't know if that's a good deal or not. My friend Jerry said it was maybe overpriced by $500.
Good day. It looks like somebody's been doing some interesting stuff to make it idle higher. And spacing the throttle cable out and the set screws all the way out.
That's not from the factory?
I don't think so. I don't think a lot of this is from the factory.
Wanna try it again?
I think
Did you adjust the idle?
it barely turned at all, so
Yeah.
there wasn't a lot of play in it.
But it's had fresh gas in there for like 2 minutes, so.
Yeah, that'll fix it.
Yeah.
All right, I am now in the gross truck. Is that working the...
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and try to start it for me. There we go, it runs. We have no gauges because we have no ignition. I could pull the ignition and actually bypass it, and then we'd know if we have oil pressure and if it was charging and all that stuff.
Do we have oil pressure?
Well, you don't have any working gauges
No.
because you don't have an ignition. It has oil pressure. You would hear it if it didn't.
It's not providing power backwards to it? I guess not.
I don't think so. We could make a 12-volt jumper.
It sounds a little rough. Sounds like it's missing on one.
It might be missing on one, but it's not. It's got oil pressure. It would be clattering.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can get this window to roll down. Will it ever go back up? Maybe not.
Keep it running. Ah, she's smoking just a little bit. That's years of burn off.
Yeah, it doesn't want to idle.
Glorious. That girl's smoking up there. Does the plug just pull off the back?
That's what I'm trying to find out. To where I could just send 12 volts to it. Oh, I think it's all screwed to it. But if we can knock this ring off, give me a screwdriver.
Not hard to steal an old truck or car.
I assume this should be coming up.
It should be.
Much easier than GM ignition switches.
I'm surprised in '76 that it didn't have a column lock.
Old school farm truck. My hope is I can get to the switch and we can send 12 volts to the ignition side of it without a key. And you're gonna need to change this anyway because you don't have a key.
Right. There it is. It's out of the hole.
So there is a plug. So I'd have to look up what does what on this specifically.
That was easy.
So I'm assuming we have a battery hooked up, so I could check where 12 volts is at.
Just gotta figure out where to send it to.
Hold this on something that seems like ground.
Stick shift.
So yellow has 12 volts. So I'm assuming this would be ground. Let's see.
Do they run a ground to it? Not really a need to.
Maybe not.
So we're just jumping over some power. We don't think there's any grounds here, so you can plug it to anything.
This
One
should,
of
in
them's
theory,
going to
be
engage the
start.
starter, though. Yep.
Let's start. Should we try to send power to something on the dash?
That's what we were going to do. I think we should send power to the radio.
You want to see if it works?
No, I just want to hear some music.
Let's see. Radio. Black green.
We want to hear some Owl Green.
Wipers work.
The wiper stalks are working. We're gonna scratch up that nice windshield.
So that should be radio. No radio.
No radio. Wah wah.
I can't tell if this. Yeah, it's definitely doing something.
Oh well.
But that's clearly ignition.
Yeah.
So it has
You got
it's got wipers.
Do you have oil lights on?
No.
I mean, they might not be working. Was that the same?
Let me see. Oil warning light. I could just send power to whatever other than the starter. That should be coil though, I would guess.
All right, let's see if our jumper is doing the job. All right, Jacob's gonna see if it'll drive under its own power here. Got brakes? How did it feel?
Absolutely glorious. Let's see if that should be ignition.
How about that? Hot wire.
Shut the hood, get it. Power steering works. It's low, but it works.
Nice.
Here you go, granny gear. Other than a leaking radiator and no brakes,
Not horrible.
kind of happy.
Yeah, it needs some new plugs, all wires. Built for tough.
I'm still good to go, baby, 'cause I'm built for tough.
Doesn't do donuts.
Probably would in first.
Dip gauge works. But nothing else works. Blower motor works.
I think you should pull in forward rather than backward. Golf balls keep flying over from this golf course. And the windshield's already gone, so we don't care about that.
It's trying to die. So now you got to turn it around to load it. So,
I'm gonna just buy another switch before I come over and
I mean,
do
that's fair, but all you have to do is touch it to that pink and blue to start it. See it?
it. Yeah.
So this one.
Yeah, I saw what you did with it.
That one.
Yep. Nice.
Well, it ran and drove, but it doesn't have brakes. It has a leaking radiator. So I think it's going to get trailer towed.
We're not driving it
Future
home. Yeah. Well, thanks for your help, Jake.
You're welcome.
To be continued.
It needs some work on the idle.
Yeah.
I'd say it has a little bit of a leak. I think it's coming out of the pet dock, actually, at this point.
But I saw some on the side of the radiator.
Yeah.
Needs a little oil on those hinges. No. But it's kind of wet up here too.
Yeah, it's got a leaky radiator in general.
Well, that looks like, does that look clear or does it look a little yellow? So maybe there was some antifreeze.
I think there was some antifreeze on it.
That's a good thing.
Well, there you go. It runs and drives.
All right. So that maybe will wrap up this episode. On the next one, we'll trailer it home and pressure wash it, and maybe stick some new wheels and tires and get the brakes working.
Try not to get hit by a golf ball.
Yeah.
Because this is a golf course right here, and like 6 or 7 golf balls have already come over the fence in the time we've been here. So that's why we turned it around and parked it with the broken windshield facing the golf course.
Yeah.
So the back window doesn't get broken.
Really bad golfers here.
Apparently. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
I almost forgot. I did bring an American flag, and it just seems appropriate. F250, 250th birthday of the U.S. needs an American flag on it. America. Right, Jake?
Something like that.
Yeah.